Okay, we are going to try to put all these things together and we're going to combine like terms. So when we look at like terms, I've said that it's kind of like segregation. In math class, we do segregate numbers. We want to put the numbers with the same variables together and the numbers without variables together. So therefore, in this particular situation, we already have 10x and 8x. So those x's can go together. We also have the 2 and the 10. So those can go together as well since they have the same, they do not have any variables. So 10x minus 8x would mean that I have 2 x's left. And then if I put the 2 and the 10 together, it's plus 12. Well, that should be a plus. That one's pretty straightforward, hopefully fairly simple for you guys. Now, this one was a little bit more difficult, so I applied our distributive property by multiplying 2 times 3 and the 2 times a. We may or may not have covered that yet, so I'm just telling you that I have already applied that down here. So now all we have to do is combine like terms. But the problem is my a's are not together, and I need to finish this 2 times 6. So since that is a plus 2a, I'm going to move this with the other a. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3a plus 2a plus 7, because the 7 is up here. See, the plus 7. But then I'm also going to do the plus the 2 times 3, which is 6. And now I'm just going to combine my like terms. Since these both have a's, I can say 3a's plus 2a's is 5a's, plus the 7 plus the 6 is 13. Now it looks as if I have not finished this one, so I'll have to go back and do that. So now that I have gone ahead and done the distributive property to this, I'm going to continue on, maybe. And I need to do my orders of operations and move my m's together. So this 3m I'm going to bring down, and I'm going to bring the other m that I have over here down as well. And I'm going to do 3 times negative 5, which is negative 15. Now I'm going to combine my like terms of 3m plus m. That means that I have 4 m's. And then plus negative 15. That is an acceptable answer. So is 4m minus 15. Both of those answers are acceptable. All right, on this one, I'm going to, again, have to rearrange. But what I see is that I have a minus 7s. So I'm going to bring that minus with the 7s. So watch how I rewrite this. I'm going to notice, this will probably, that I have 2s, I have minus 7s, I have plus 2s. So I'm going to keep all those together when I type it. So 2s minus 7s plus 3s. And then I need to look at my others, and I have a plus 10, a minus 8, and a minus 7. So I'm going to rewrite all of that as well. So plus 10, plus 10, minus 8, minus 7. And now that they are all written together, I can combine those terms that are the same. So 2 minus 7 plus 3. Well, that one might be a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to go off to the side and make sure that you can do it. So 2 minus 7, that's a problem because that's one of those subtraction problems. So I have, ignore all that. I should know that 2s minus 7s is the same as 7 minus 2, which is 5, but it's going to be negative 5 because that's a negative 7s. Okay, so negative 5 plus the 3. And again, a little complicated, lots of little steps. So negative 5 plus 3 Well, those are different, so I have to do 5 minus 3, which is 2, and keep it negative. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So that problem means that I'm going to end up with negative 2s. A lot of work. For all of that together, negative 2s. But now I have to bring the... Why is this not letting me type? Oh, there's why. Plus 10 minus 8 minus 7. So negative 2s, if I do 10 minus 8, that will be positive 2. And then minus 7. Okay, now I have to do the 2 minus 7. That's one of those tricky ones. So since they're different, I have to subtract. You're going to end up with negative 2s minus 5. The most difficult part about this is making sure that you do all of the steps together. When you put these things together, there's a lot of them. It's going to take a while for you to do all of the little pieces together. First, you move them together, and then you have to apply all those rules of operations, the adding and subtracting with positives and negatives that we have been practicing and continue to practice. This is the why. So down here, I'm going to move this around. I'm going to have my 8c. I'm going to bring my other c, which is right here, minus 2c over. Then I'm going to bring my minus 4 down and my plus 5. Okay, once I've done that, I can start just applying my rules. 8 minus 2 means I have 6 s's. Minus 4 and plus 5, that's 5 minus 4, which would be plus 1. So again, this is going to be more difficult for those students that are still struggling with problems like this. You're going to have to slow down and make sure you get them right. It is not that you do not know how to do it, but you're not going to be as fast as me yet. So I want you guys to try. Let's see how many we got. I'm going to do number 6, but then you guys are going to try the other ones on your own and then check your answers. That is the point of the check your answers. So I'm going to rewrite this one with all of my variables first. So I have a plus 7z. So I have 7z. Then I have a minus 2z. So minus 2z. And I need to click off of it to see. That's a plus 3. Okay. So I'm going to bring my minus 4, negative 4, minus 4, same thing. And I'm going to bring that plus 3 down. Now that I have them like that, I just combine my z's. 7z, take away 2 z's is 5 z's. And I have a minus 4 and a plus 3. So that's going to be a little different. They're different numbers. One's a positive, one's a negative. So I'm going to subtract them. 4 minus 3 is 1, but that minus 4 is bigger. So I have to make sure that it is minus, whoops. You're going to have to make sure that that is a negative 1 that you bring down. Now, I understand some of this might have you come back and check them, but right now, you guys are going to do the rest of them on your own and then check your answers. Do not necessarily do page 2 yet.